Lakes aren't just bodies of water sitting peacefully in the landscape. They're some of the most mind-blowing, mysterious, and downright bizarre features on our planet. From lakes that can literally kill you just by being near them, to waters so salty you can't sink, to lakes that completely disappear and reappear like magic. In this video, we're diving deep into 20 absolutely incredible lake facts that will make you question everything you thought you knew about these watery wonders. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a lake the same way again. So let's jump right in. Fact number 1. The lake that kills without warning. Did you know there's a lake in Cameroon that can literally suffocate an entire town overnight? Lake Nyos is what scientists call a killer lake. In 1986, this seemingly peaceful lake suddenly released a massive cloud of carbon dioxide that killed over 1,700 people and 3,500 livestock in a single night. The gas was so dense it flowed down valleys like an invisible river of death. Talk about a lake with a dark secret. Fact number 2, the lake that turns animals to stone. Here's something that sounds like it's straight out of a horror movie. Lake Natron in Tanzania literally turns animals into stone statues. The water is so alkaline with a pH level similar to ammonia that any animal that dies in it becomes perfectly preserved, looking like ancient stone sculptures. It's like nature's own twisted art gallery. Fact number 3, the boiling lake of death. Imagine a lake so hot it could cook you alive. Boiling Lake in Dominica maintains temperatures between 180 to 197 degrees Fahrenheit. That's just below boiling point. The water is heated by volcanic activity beneath, and the entire lake is shrouded in a permanent cloud of steam. You definitely don't want to go for a swim here. Fact number 4. The lake you cannot sink in the Dead Sea isn't technically a sea at all. It's a lake. And it's so salty that you literally can't sink in it. With a salt concentration of 34%, it's nearly 10 times saltier than regular seawater. People float on the surface like human corks, reading newspapers while lounging in the water. But here's the crazy part. It's shrinking so fast that scientists predict it could become the dead puddle within decades. Fact number 5. The lake that disappears and reappears. Lake Crnica in Slovenia is like a magic trick performed by nature. This lake completely disappears and reappears multiple times throughout the year. During dry seasons, it's just a green valley where people play football and hold festivals. Then suddenly, after heavy rains, it transforms back into a 15-mile-long lake. It's like nature's own vanishing act. Fact number 6. The deepest lake on Earth. Lake Baikal in Russia isn't just deep, it's mind-blowingly deep. At 5,387 feet deep, it's so deep that if you stacked 4 Empire State Buildings on top of each other, they still wouldn't reach the surface. This ancient lake contains 20% of all the world's unfrozen freshwater. That's more water than all the Great Lakes combined. Fact number 7. The lake with its own weather system. Lake Superior is so massive it creates its own weather patterns. This Great Lake is so large that it has delayed seasons. Areas around the lake experience spring up to a month later than surrounding regions because the massive body of water takes so long to warm up. It's literally big enough to influence Mother Nature herself. Before we continue with these absolutely insane lake facts, if you're enjoying this journey through the world's most incredible bodies of water, smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing geography content. Trust me, we're just getting to the really crazy stuff. Fact number 8. The lake that glows in the dark Mosquito Bay in Puerto Rico isn't your average lake. It literally glows blue when you disturb the water. This bioluminescent bay contains millions of microscopic organisms called dinoflagellates that emit light when agitated. Swimming in it at night is like swimming through liquid starlight. It's basically nature's own glow stick. Fact number 9. The pink lake that looks like bubblegum. Lake Hillier in Australia is bright pink. And I mean bright pink like someone dumped thousands of gallons of strawberry milk into it. The color comes from algae and bacteria that thrive in the salty conditions. Even when you take the water out in a bottle, it stays pink. It's like nature decided to create the world's largest cotton candy lake. Fact number 10. The lake with underwater forests. Lake Kandy in Kazakhstan is home to something absolutely surreal, an underwater forest. When an earthquake created this lake in 1911, it submerged an entire spruce forest. The trees are still standing underwater, perfectly preserved by the cold water, creating an otherworldly underwater landscape that looks like something from a fantasy movie. Fact number 11. The lake that's actually 5 lakes in one. The Plitvice Lakes in Croatia aren't just one lake. They're 16 terraced lakes connected by waterfalls, creating one of the most beautiful natural phenomena on Earth. The water changes color from azure to green to gray, depending on the minerals and organisms present. It's like nature's own staircase made of water. Fact number 12. The highest lake in the world, Lake Titicaca, sitting between Peru and Bolivia, is the world's highest navigable lake at 12,507 feet above sea level. That's higher than most mountains. The air is so thin up there that visitors often get altitude sickness just from being near the lake. It's literally a lake in the clouds. Fact number 13. The oldest lake on Earth, Lake Baikal, isn't just the deepest, it's also the oldest lake on our planet at 25 million years old. To put that in perspective, this lake was already ancient when the first human ancestors were just learning to walk upright. It's home to over 2,000 species found nowhere else on Earth, including the world's only freshwater seal. Fact number 14. The lake that's bigger than some countries. The Caspian Sea is technically a lake, and it's absolutely massive, covering 143,000 square miles. It's larger than Germany. If the Caspian Sea was a country, it would rank as the 62nd largest nation on Earth. That's one seriously oversized lake. Fact number 15. The saltiest lake in the world. Don Juan Pond in Antarctica is so salty it never freezes, even in temperatures as low as minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit. With a salt content of 40%, it's even saltier than the Dead Sea. The water is so dense with salt that it's more like liquid brine than actual water. Fact number 16. The lake that predicts earthquakes. Lake Taal in the Philippines sits inside an active volcano, making it one of the most dangerous lakes on Earth. But here's the weird part. The lake's behavior often changes before volcanic eruptions, making it a natural earthquake and eruption predictor. Scientists monitor this lake like a crystal ball for natural disasters. Fact number 17. The lake with moving islands. Lake Loktak in India is home to floating islands called phumdis that literally move around the lake. These aren't small patches. Some are large enough to support entire villages. People live on these floating islands that drift slowly across the lake like natural houseboats. Fact number 18. The lake that changes colors. Kelamutu in Indonesia has 3 crater lakes that constantly change colors independently of each other. One day they might be turquoise, red, and black. The next day they could be green, blue, and brown. Scientists still can't fully explain why these lakes change colors so dramatically and unpredictably. Fact number 19. The lake that sings. Singing Sands Lake in Michigan produces musical tones when you walk on its sandy shores. The sand grains create harmonic frequencies that sound like singing or humming. It's like the lake has its own soundtrack. Scientists believe it's caused by the specific size and shape of the sand grains, but it still feels magical. Fact number 20. The lake that defies gravity. Lake Bled in Slovenia has a mysterious phenomenon. Its water level rises and falls in a rhythm that doesn't match rainfall or seasonal patterns. Local legends say the lake breathes like a living creature. Scientists call it a seiche, a standing wave caused by atmospheric pressure changes, but it still looks like the lake is breathing. And there you have it. 20 absolutely mind-blowing lake facts that prove our planet's bodies of water are far more incredible than we ever imagined. From killer lakes to singing shores, from disappearing waters to underwater forests, these natural wonders remind us that Earth is full of mysteries we are still trying to understand. Which of these lake facts completely blew your mind? Did any of them make you want to pack your bags and see these incredible places for yourself? Drop a comment below and let me know which lake fact was your favorite, or tell me what other amazing geography topics you'd like us to explore next. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world's most incredible lakes, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing geography content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our latest adventures around the globe. Until next time, keep exploring and remember, there's always more to discover in our amazing world.